Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Jameis Winston's Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Carry now for Doug Martin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The big fella. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Winston. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops it off to Martin. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. On first down at Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's a duel. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least two. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
The motion man is Tate. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jameis now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the offense has it first and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So second and 10 here. Throwing, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
first out. Here's the run with Martin. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run. Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Winston. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He completes it to Abdullah. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. From the 50, Stafford. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Stafford. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time.
Jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now with the play clock getting low, Jim Caldwell's going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Riddick with a carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. 5 ends in 3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. A 1st down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Jones will come now in motion right. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Ayers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, that gives us a chance to take a step back and look at last week in the NFL. We had 2 teams clinch playoff spots officially, Charles. The Eagles and the Steelers are in.
How about that? We always talk about December being playoff time, right? The drive. And the Eagles and the Steelers both know that they're in the tournament, as the players like to call it. The Eagles as NFC East champions, although they did.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sean Robinson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. The motion man is Tate. On second down, here's Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he is out of bounds, able to to get it across the 20-yard line. They needed 17 on third down, and that's exactly what they got.
That's exactly what Detroit wants to do with Theo Riddick. Find a way to get him the ball on third down out of the backfield. Man's got excellent hands.
The numbers bear that out. 2 years ago, led all running backs with 80 catches. 10 games last year, 53 catches. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Stafford on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, that pass hitting the ground means time to shift gears for a second. Look at the AFC West. The Chiefs and the Chargers playing Saturday night in what could be ultimately a division championship game.
Boy, things have really changed, though, haven't they? Because we thought that at one point the Chiefs were running away with this division. They came back to the pack. The Chargers came forward. And as you mentioned, now we're down to potentially a one-game showdown to decide who's going to go to the playoffs, and what a showdown that's going to be. Alex Smith for the Chiefs, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. Let's get it on.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Now he'll escape to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Slot man moves right. On first down, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Baker in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. To throw on second down is Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive with Martin. Room to run past midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Murray's kick is up and good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And spins away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. In motion right is Tate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including the first down.
Here's Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's back.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 44 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They run the counter with Martin. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run it again with Martin. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Winston. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty here?
Possibly.
Either that, or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And on 2nd and 10 now. 59. Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Robert Ayers in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on.